We'll get to that, Bruce, because we seem to be getting some live visuals presently from the demilitarized zone. We expect that the US President Donald Trump and also Kim Jong-un may meet in a short while from now. And this is in terms of what is playing out. And this is the photo opportunity for all of this, for which the preparations had in fact been made. Now, the Americans, of course, have been trying to give a sense that this is an extremely spontaneous visit. Now, the Americans have been giving us a sense that this has been a very spontaneous sort of visit by the American president. But if one were to read the fine print in terms of the events that this visit has led up to, one can in fact see that there's been a fair bit of preparation that has in fact gone on behind the scenes. Now, this, of course, is from the Panmunjom village along the border between North and South Korea. And the meeting, as and when it takes place, will, of course, be a historic one. There you see President Trump, along with Moon Jae-in, stepping out. And this, of course, is a very significant one, considering this. It's essentially a photo opportunity. Nothing concrete is expected of it. But there you look at Donald Trump, the man who in fact got up and walked away from the Hanoi summit while he was having the negotiations with Kim Jong-un, walking across on to this little border. This is essentially him walking forth to reach out to Kim Jong-un. And watch the visuals from the other side, where you are looking at Kim Jong-un, who has in fact stepped out. So the meeting is indeed happening. Now, it'll be very interesting to see whether Donald Trump also crosses onto the other side of the border. Because remember, Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump, the meeting is indeed taking place. It is taking place at the Panmunjom border at the demilitarized zone. A historic photo opportunity. One does not know as to what more concessions the United States actually can bring to the table. The United States, of course, is not budged from its position of carrying out these very hard negotiations. There are several things on which North Korea and the North Korean leader have in fact made concessions on. North Korea has put a moratorium on its nuclear testing, on the testing of its ICBM. And there you see President Trump stepping onto the other side of the border. He has set foot on the North Korean border. He's walking along with Kim Jong-un. Now, this, of course, is historic, something which no U.S. president, the first sitting U.S. president to have done so in the last 60-odd years.
I don't know. Get out of the way. Move. Move. Here. Move. All of you. Hey. Here. Come on. Move. No. Hey. Come on. Move. Wait till they move.
Come on.
Hey. Wait till they move. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Big progress. 됐습니다.
Come on.
올라가왔습니다. 자, 올라가왔습니다.
Where are they going? Straight. They're going straight.
The Panmunjom village, the border between North Korea and South Korea. And what we are also looking at is the North Korean leader, Kim Jong-un, who's also now stepped on to the South Korean side of the border. So President Trump becomes the first sitting president in the last 60-odd years, ever since Korea, in fact, had been divided, has stepped foot on North Korean soil. And also our associate editor for Foreign Affairs, Ramesh Ramachandran, is joining us over the phone line. Ramesh, this of course is a historic moment where President Trump has set foot on North Korean territory.
She's good.
Line and set foot inside Democratic People's Republic of North Korea. This is huge. This is significant. Remember, Trump became the first sitting American president to meet a North Korean leader in 2018 in Singapore. And this is the physical manifestation of Trump actually setting foot inside North Korea. Remember, all of this flows from one tweet that Trump made on his way from G20 summit in Japan to South Korea's capital, Seoul. And this, what we're seeing now, is the result of one tweet from Donald Trump asking and urging for a meeting and a handshake with Kim Jong-un. And Kim Jong-un, it has to be given to him that he has reciprocated in kind in the hope that this will remain, allow the two capitals to remain engaged going forward.
A great honor. A lot of progress has been made. A lot of friendships have been made, and this has been in particular a great friendship. So I just want to thank you. That was very quick notice, and I want to thank you.
제가 지금 얘기하고 싶은 거는 아주 무한한 영광이다라는 얘기입니다. 내가 G20에 왔다가 한국에 오게 되니까 그런데 김 위원장한테 전화를 하고 연락을 해서 한번 만나야 되겠다라고 했습니다. 그러니까 오랜 친구를 하지 않았는데도 즉각 응답해 주셔서 대단히 감사드립니다. 우리는 지금까지 아주 엄청난 많은 진전을 이루었다고 생각합니다. 그리고 영광입니다.
So we're going to go inside. We're going to talk for a little while about different things, and a lot of really positive things are happening, and I'm glad you could be here to see it. But tremendous positivity, really great things are happening, and in a lot of places. But we met and we liked each other from day one, and that was very important.
조금 있다가 우리가 시간을 보내서 서로 그 얘기를 좀 할 예정입니다. 지금까지 우리는 대단한 그러한 진전을 이루었습니다. 우리는 서로 만나자마자 서로 아주 느낌이 좋았습니다. 그리고 서로 좋아하고 있습니다. 아마도 많은 진전을 이룰 수 있을 것 같습니다.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Oh, sorry. I would invite him right now. Let's go. To the White House.
Guys, back. Stay behind me.
All right, so this indeed is a historic moment as Donald Trump and the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un meet. The security cordon is very tight around the two leaders, and that is one of the reasons as to why it's pretty difficult to try and get close-up shots of the two leaders as they meet. And also accompanying them is the South Korean President Moon Jae-in there. Now, who could have expected that President Trump would, of course, set foot on North Korean soil? But that has happened today. President Trump has become the first sitting American president to set foot on North Korean soil. This is the long walk to peace, denuclearization and the normalization of relations between North Korea and the United States. It's tiny steps that have been taken. This, at this point of time, let's reiterate, is a photo opportunity. It's nothing more than a photo opportunity, or some would say that reading in terms of what is playing out between the two leaders, this is indeed a significant moment between the American and North Korean diplomacy, that the two leaders could meet on such a short notice. It was a tweet that was put out by US President Donald Trump while he was returning from the G20 summit, and within a span of about 48 hours since then, the two leaders have indeed met. Although one would look very closely at the body language between the two leaders and would speculate about the tension that is still present between President Trump and Kim Jong-un. But the fact that the two leaders are willing to meet on such short notice is something that will be looked at with a certain amount of optimism.